Hey YouTube family, welcome to my channel, Living Life with Mama. I'm Mama. In today's video, we are going to close out February month. Right, so February was not a very good month in some sense. I did end up receiving my tax returns, so that has helped a lot. Most of the deposits was from my tax returns. Renter's insurance went through. I paid $33.74. My internet, I paid $49.99. Spire, I paid $135.33. Evergy, I paid $68.24. On the 24th, I received tax returns. $5,802. On the 25th, I did pay a care credit payment of $799.49. Internet has gone up. I need to fix that. Did not know the internet had gone up. Internet, and then Spire, Evergy, and Renter's Insurance. Okay, with this, actually, I'm gonna put paid off, closed, paid off, closed, paid off, closed, paid off. I have not closed the care credit yet. A lot of that has to do with our cat Rainbow is not doing very good. We always took it as she had lots and lots of hair, but actually she ended up being a pretty fat cat. She was 12 pounds. When she got sick, and I took her to the vet, which is why I have the care credit now, she weighed at 12 pounds. Now, she is very tiny now. Now, she still has a lot of hair, so she looks big. But when you go to pet her, like, you can put your hands around her like this, around her stomach, and you can feel her bones, you can feel her backbone. She is sick, we think. I thought maybe it was because of, like, her teeth are hurting. So I thought maybe she wasn't able to eat. So I started making her food wet and all of that, and she didn't seem to, I'm not necessarily excited about it, but she didn't necessarily seem like she wanted it. And then I also caught her a couple times eating the dry food. Another thing that is a possibility is that she may be stressed out by the new kitty. We don't know for sure if that's the case or not. We are not going to know until I take her to the vet. And I am putting it off like crazy, even though my daughter doesn't like it. Okay, so I am going to update these. I've made a pretty big deposits, but I'm going to do what the balance is as of right now, and then come back and do deposits. The first thing is emergency fund. In my Capital One savings account, I have $218.04. Here I have only $20. So total $218.04 plus 20. I have $238.04. 238.04 minus 37.98 equals 206 cents. Okay, meat funds. In my Capital One, I have $17.39, $25 a month ahead, $600, $625, I added 600. Property taxes. Taxes in my Capital One, I have 26.46 plus $2, 28.46. I only gain interest in this. It's 28.38. I gained 8 cents. Okay, no work days. So 606.35 plus $1 is 607. 607.35 minus 208. 605.27 is what I added. Retirement has $2. Teacher assistant is 0 in here for 16.42. That was 408.24. Test requirements has $1 in cash, and in my Capital One savings account it has $365.65 plus $1. So in test requirements I have $366.65. Subtract the $265. That was $364. I just realized I don't think that I have a student loan section. Okay. Student loan, like technically the student loan is not household expenses, but I really don't have a spot for it in my expenses, which is fine. The vacation small trips, I don't have a savings account. I just have the one for the big trips. 226.18 and it was 225 deposit. Car funds. I do have $5 in car and then $1. So that makes sense. $6. 0. My graduation. 0. 320. Woohoo, a whole cent. So Capital One is done. So for coffee, I added 45. Electronics, I think I should have put that under family expenses. Okay, Mother's Day, I did do 100. Birthday did 400. Birthday dinner, 100. School pictures, 30. School lunch, 30. Cat food, 30. Cat litter, 40. Vet visit, 40. Emergency, 40. And then birthday, 27. And then dirt. So you have $9, so 83. My goal is to have pretty good amounts in my Capital One savings account of the big things that I want to build interest on. And then once I have that, then I'm okay with having some cash in here. That way I am able to like build it up to a couple $100, pull it out, put in a placeholder to show that I have that much money or something in my Capital One. I'm not sitting there with a couple dollars, but in cash I have like $200 waiting for it to hit 500, whatever the case may be. So some of these things like my no work days, my teacher assistant, my test requirements, like those have pretty good amounts on it that's going to be building a good amount of interest on it. So if I put $1, $5, $10 in my cash envelopes, I'm not going to want to turn around and just pull it straight out to get into Capital One to be building interest, if that makes sense. Things that I have small amounts of, I'm going to want to just transfer cash straight into that account until it's at a good amount that's getting me good interest rates. Amazon still has $1. So that's kind of like what I was thinking through. And also some of these still are at $0 when I get my child support for March, that I would love to put some money into these that do not have anything to kind of bump it up a little bit, so that I'm not sitting at $0 across the board. And so far I'm doing pretty good where I don't have a whole lot of zeros. I may have like a lot of $1 bills and $2 bills, stuff like that, but I don't have a whole lot of zeros ending balance this time around. So this wedding is for my daughter's future wedding if she were to ever get married. And like I would love to have some money sitting in a Capital One savings account to be building interest. But at the same time, I don't want $100 sitting here and not building any interest whatsoever. So if I'm able to make a pretty big deposit into my daughter's wedding Capital One savings account, and then that's working for me as I build up this to be able to add another big payment, that is like my ultimate goal. I don't have a cash envelope for school lunches because I just pull the money out and give it straight to her. Okay, so I actually did have $1, so 31. And I'm actually doing this video before I even get to the bank. So if you notice that, like, well, she just did a video that says she's putting $27 into Rainbow's birthday, but she only has a 5. That is because I haven't had a chance to go to the bank yet. Like I said, I am on some meds, and I really do not know about driving. And so I'm trying to drive as little as possible. So I haven't really been anywhere all week because my meds make me feel weird. So I don't want to go driving. Let me count this real quick. 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. Okay. So 80, 85, 86, 87, 88, 89, 90, 91, 92. Okay, for some reason, it's making me think that it's wrong. And tomorrow, my daughter has a choir performance, and all I have to do is just drive to the high school, hang out there all day, and then later that day, come back. And I'm actually going to be off a couple of my meds, I believe. Or no, I won't be off on all of my meds. I just will have less meds. So one of the meds is a steroid. I had to start it really high and little by little, doing less and less every day. Well, today I had to take 3. Tomorrow I just have to take 1 before or after breakfast, and then before and after dinner or bedtime. I don't know. So I don't have to take any of that during the day. And then I have a lot of my meds that is at 8 a.m. And then 1 or 2 of my meds, probably just one of them, is at 2 o'clock. So I would have to take that one with me. And then I have 1 or 2 meds that are at 4. And then all of my meds at 8 again. I believe I tested positive for flu A or flu B. And then I had vertigo, which is the falling sensation. So with that being said, I'm kind of nervous to drive, so I'm trying to drive as little as possible until I kind of get less meds, and then also go to the doctor on Tuesday. So I am cleared to go back to work on Monday, but my energy is extremely low. Okay, so let's go ahead. I did pay for rent. Paid for my daughter's life insurance, $22.01. Whoops. put rent, not supposed to be, paid $9.50. My car insurance, I paid $145.33. My life insurance, I paid $62.28. My cell phone, $106. Internet, $49.66. Spire, I paid $135.33. Evergy, I paid $68.24, and renter's insurance, I paid $33.74. Okay. Irregular bills. I paid care credit, $33. Another care credit, $271. Another care credit of $799.49. Okay. Card swipes. Oh, I paid Capital One 100. Okay, card swipes, Walgreens, $32.19. McDonald's, $11.62. Google, $19.99. I guess an unexpected charge would be my internet, but I've already fixed it, so I'm not gonna worry about it. All right, that is my video of closing out my February month. I believe in my last budgeting video or my last closeout video, I believe I said something about that I am going to start putting my last paycheck, group it with my following month, since it's at the end of the month and it pays for my next month's bills. That way I'm not having to flip back and forth. That is why February technically only had one paycheck, because the paycheck that I got at the end of January should be with this, but I just left it with January and just knew that February was going to only have one paycheck recording, and then starting next month it will be the two, the one at the end of the month with the previous month, and then the current month on the 15th. So that's just kind of how I thought that it should work, so I'm not messing with things. Well, so there you have it. That is my video. I really do hope that you enjoyed this video. Please give me a thumbs up if you did. And if you're not already, please subscribe to my channel. It really does help build my channel up and be able to get more videos out, budgeting wise, out to other people that just may need it. As always, I really do hope that you have a great week. Bye.